right, so it's 9 o'clock. Welcome to 9 o'clock practice. We will get busy. So find your seat or choose to lie down. We start out in a nice quiet space so that we can continue to tune into that breath, to anchor back to what we're feeling as the inhales and the exhales move through our body. So soften your gaze. You shouldn't be looking at anything really. If you want your eyes open, just gaze down the tip of your nose or gently shut your eyes, but don't squeeze them too tight. We're not looking to create tension. We're looking to release it. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. And with each passing inhale and exhale, start to settle into your own body, away from your thoughts. And if your thoughts pull you out of this moment, that's okay. Just forgive yourself. Come back to your happy thought of I'm breathing, I'm on my mat, everything is okay. And sometimes we have to create those little mantras to help keep us focused right where we are, right? So I started power washing the concrete around the pool and in the backyard yesterday, and it's a very involved process. Who knew? Standing there just spraying. But it's time consuming, and you do extend a little bit of energy because I'm stiff today. But I just kept coming back to, it's almost done. Just do a few more inches. It's almost done. Look at the difference. And it kept me completely focused on where I was. 2.5 hours later, I still have half a job to do. All right, come on back to your happy thoughts again. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And we'll get quiet for just a moment. One more full breath in, and a slow breath out. If you're seated, feel the breath, lengthen your spine, sit tall, draw your shoulders up and back, and feel the crown of your head lift up. If you're lying down, with each exhale, feel all the skin on the back side of your body connect a little firmer with the mat, through the mat to the earth. Wherever you are, whether you're seated or you're lying down, you're picking up energy as you breathe. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come back to your happy thought. Maybe that's just simply that the sun is shining. That's enough for this morning. Don't worry about anything else you need to do. Right now we're staying present in the moment, taking another full breath in and a full breath out. If you are seated, please make your way onto your backs. If you're on your backs, start to take another full breath in and a full breath out. And once we're all gathered on our backs on the mat, take a full stretch, pointing your toes, lifting your arms up overhead, full body stretch. Rock your head from right to left. Maybe sway your arms behind you from right to left. Just starting to bring some movement into the body, feeling what is tight and what needs a little extra love and attention. I know my shoulders and upper back and my side bodies are very sore. Part of it is from being very sedative because, like I said, I'm not getting on my mat as much as I'd like, and part of it is from when I do work, I really work hard. So I don't know if you fall into that category or not, but regardless, find some forgiveness and some compassion for yourself this morning and just move and let the breath go through you, moving side to side. Maybe you started to take your legs right to left as well. And then come to settle back in onto your mat. Love you, baby. That was for my daughter, but I love all of you too. Take another nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bend your knees, draw each one into your chest, giving yourself a great big hug. Roll up tight in a little ball and then release your shoulders back. Take both heels straight up toward the ceiling. Arms down by your side. Just coming into a half plow pose. So legs are straight up. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Just finding some gravity here. One more breath in. You can pedal out your feet. Maybe make some circles at your ankle joints. Take another breath in and another breath out. And then nice and slow, take your right heel down to the earth. Let it come to a hover. Start to activate your core. Inhaling, bring that foot up. Let the left heel go down. Keep your feet flexed. And instead of focusing on straightening your legs, keep a little bit of softness behind your knees and focus on your belly. Inhaling and moving together, breath and body as one. Staying focused on whatever your happy thought is. Again, I keep coming back to the sunshine because it's streaming through my windows and it's just such a gift to be able to look outside and see brightness and lightness and hope. Doesn't make any difference what the temperature is. We can always bundle up. Keep moving through your legs. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more time on each side. Breathing the whole way down. Inhaling that leg up. Exhaling the leg down. Inhaling it up and then bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself another squeeze. Rock front to back. And let's come right up into boat. Yeah, we're starting strong. Let that sunshine energize you. And so here in your boat, whether your hands are behind your legs or you have your fingers down, start to pull in through the low belly and lift up through the heart. So you're drawing your shoulders back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. I like my hands behind my knees because it reminds me to draw my heart forward. Look up. Feel like there's sunshine on your face. Take a full breath in, filling up through the heart, and a full breath out, feeling that grounding through your sit bones. And then nice and slow, start to lengthen out for a low boat. Use your breath, come back up. And then super slow, go back out for a low boat. Inhale again. Cross your legs and come into Sukhasana, seated pose. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Sit tall, lift the arms up. Let's take a twist toward the left, right hand outside the left knee. Again, tall, straight spine, pull into the belly. Activate those abdominal muscles here in this twist. Full breath in, full breath out. Come on back to center, lift the arms up nice and high, go the other direction. Left hand across the right knee. Draw that right shoulder back, let your head look right over the shoulder. Moving slowly and incrementally with your breath, paying attention to what you're feeling is the key to moving safely through your practice, focusing on the alignment. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands back down to your heart space. Start to roll back down onto your back, taking the legs up one more time. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. This time, bring the hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Keeping your elbows wide open. Stay open across the chest. We're going to bring that left knee in and the right shoulder toward it. Push the right heel to the wall. So they're basically just some bicycles, adding in some shoulders. You don't need to add in the shoulders. You can stay flat and just move your knees in and out like you're on a bicycle. Keep your feet flexed. Keep your elbows open wide. Breathe through this. Pull in through the low belly. There's so much happening here. That also builds a little bit of heat. You can go as quickly or as slowly as you need to, but keep coming back to keeping your elbows open. Remember, you want to stay open through the heart. Feet stay flexed. Push out through those heels. One more round each side. And then again, drawing the knees into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug. You can roll up into a ball here and rock a little bit right to left, feeling good on your low back, I hope. And then once again, rock front to back. Come on back up to a seat. Cross your legs. One more time, sweep the arms up. Taking a twist over to the left, right hand outside the left knee. Sit tall. Let the head look right over that left shoulder. Getting a full spinal twist right from your sitting bones right up through the crown of your head. Inhale, come back to center. Lift the arms up. Go the other direction. And even just those few movements we've done so far this morning, you should be able to feel some awakening through your side bodies, your upper back, your low belly, your lungs are beating more, or your lungs are filling up more and your heart is beating more. Bring your hands back to your heart space and pause. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Sitting nice and tall, again, pulling into the low belly, hands go high. Flex the feet, exhale, forward fold right over your legs. Oh, take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm learning to appreciate these pauses. And although I wish I could do more, or maybe I want to do more, the bottom line is I'm okay right where I am, and so are you. So pay attention to your breath. Allow your body to soften and deepen into the pose in its own time. One more breath in. One more breath out. Beautiful. Walk your hands back up your legs. Bend your knees, swivel around. Let's come into our first downward facing dog of this morning. So this is awesome, right? Because downward facing dog is like the pinnacle pose of yoga, right? Everybody knows it. We either start there, we're there at some point during the middle of class. There's always one last down dog before we go to the floor. But this is your home base. So you pedal out through your feet. You can bend both knees to bring your shins closer to the mat. And just start to get comfortable with your head below your heart. You can still pull in through your low belly, finding that lift through your core, keeping everything active and hugging into the center line. Spread all 10 fingers nice and wide, really press down behind the index knuckle and the thumb pad. You hear me say that all the time, but if you're like me and you're practicing on carpet right now these days instead of a hard floor, it's easy to start to roll to the outside of the hands, and that just creates a lot of tension in the wrists. So stay strong, stay active, feel the muscles on your arm bones hug on. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Now pause in your down dog and just be here for a moment, pressing the thigh bones to the back wall. And then from here, I want you to come down to your forearms, nice and slow. Lower down to one forearm and then the next. Take a full breath in your dolphin pose and a full breath out. You can walk your feet in a little bit if you need to. And then with a breath, just stretch that right leg up nice and high. And then exhale, bring that foot down. Inhale, push the left heel up nice and high. Bring that foot down. Come back up to your hands, coming back into full downward facing dog. And settle into the pose. Now that you're back on your hands, you might find that there's more length through your arm bones. You can press those thigh bones further back. Take a full breath in as you come up to your toes. Look forward, walk your feet up right in between your hands. Set your feet and take a full inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Let the body flow and move with your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk your feet back out to plank and pause. Take a full breath in your plank. And then choose if you need to take your knees down or not. And we're going to lower all the way to the mat. Take a full breath in, and as you lift for cobra, pausing, stay light in the hands. Exhale, release. Take your hands behind your back and interlace them. And then once again, lift up. Draw the knuckles to the back wall, opening up across the heart. This is called snake pose. And then exhale, release. Bring the hands back down by your sides. Take one more cobra, lifting gently, using your upper back muscles. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Come on back into downward facing dog. Now come back to your core. Focus deep into your belly, even in your upside down dog. And then start to lower the forearms again, coming back into dolphin. You can walk your feet in a step or two if you need to. Take a full breath in. Feel your shoulders draw back because there's a lot of pressure happening in dolphin on your shoulders, but it takes all the pressure out of your wrists and your hands. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Lift the right leg far behind you. Exhale, bring the foot down. Lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it down. And then come on back up to your hands, coming back into downward facing dog, pressing up Hips go high, thigh bones go to the back of the room. Take a full breath in, lifting up to your toes. On your exhale, walk your feet forward right between your hands. Take a full breath in for a halfway lift, and then a nice slow exhale as you release, forward folding. Inhale, come up to stand, lift the hands high. Breath right down, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank and pause. And again, whenever you pause in your plank, you choose to keep the knees up or you choose to take the knees down. Your choice. Keep pulling into the low belly, lower all the way to the mat. Untuck the toes, press down to the tops of your feet, take a nice deep breath in for a cobra. Small little back bend, stay light in the hands. Exhaling, lower down. Again, taking the hands behind your back, drawing your knuckles to the back wall. Lift again for snake. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands back by your side ribs. One more inhale for cobra. Release, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Let's go back into downward facing dog. Breath in and a full breath out. And I'll remind you, wherever you are, it's okay. Come back to a happy thought, whether it's the sunshine, whether it's a hot cup of coffee that's waiting for you. There's all sorts of little things that can make yourself ground, that can make you smile, and that can keep you anchored into the present moment. We're not spinning anywhere today. We're staying right here in our bodies, breathing deep. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale the right leg straight out behind you. Bend at the knee. Stack your hips. Open up. Stacking one hip on top of the other. And then exhale. Bring that foot down. Take a full breath in as you sweep the left leg out. Push through the heel. Then bend at the knee. And then stack your hips opening toward the other wall. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then one more time. Inhale the right leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, plant it by your thumb. Gently bring your left knee down to the earth. Take a full inhale as you sweep up for Anjaneyasana. Now really bend into that right leg. You can let the knee go past the ankle here. You're stretching out your psoas, your hip flexors. It's a big stretch. You can bring your hands back to your heart space and pause. Take a full breath in. Sweep the hands back up. The right knee stays stacked right over the knee. Let your shoulders go right up with you. Reach up, open up. And then swivel the back foot down and open up into warrior two. Let your shoulders release, but stay active through all 10 fingers. Flip that right hand, come on up into peaceful warrior. Exhale, bring the hands down to frame the foot. Come back to the left toes and pause. Take the right foot back. Lift the hips high, downward facing dog. We're going to add on to this and get a little bit fancier. You do what you need to do, okay? All about following your own breath and your own body. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale the left leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring that foot forward, planted by your left thumb. Gently take the right knee down to the earth. With a full breath in, sweep up for Anjaneyasana on the left. Bend deeply into that left knee. It's okay. This is the only pose that you can let that knee go past the ankle. Otherwise, we're looking for really good alignment. Okay, take a nice deep breath in as you stretch back, opening up across the heart, stretching out the hip flexor and the psoas. And then bring your hands to your heart space, set up just a little bit. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Feel your low belly engage here. And then with your next breath, lift up nice and high. Take that knee off the earth and open up into warrior two toward the left. Well, let's say you're actually looking toward the right, but your left hand's forward. Let the shoulders release, ground into your feet, press on the outside edge of your right foot. The left knee is stacked right over the ankle. And then flip your left hand, sweep it up, reach up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Step the foot back to come back into plank and just lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to start to build on this now. I kind of like to think that we're able to build on our happy thoughts. I know I get ahead of myself. So I look outside and I see the sunshine. And it's like, oh, I'm going to finish all my work. I'm going to do some windows. I'm going to start to garden. And my head spins so far down the path, I haven't even gotten dressed yet. So come back to your breath. Stay anchored in this present moment and just smile because you're here. Take a full breath in as you lift the right leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by the thumb. Drop that left knee gently down to the mat. Inhaling as you sweep up for Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bring the hands right down, come off the left knee. Inhaling again, press it and open up into Warrior Two. Pause in your Warrior Two, set your feet, release the shoulders, pull in through the low belly. Be strong in your Warrior. Maybe Warrior Two is your happy thought. Flip that right hand, breathe it up, stretching out your side ribs, but stay bent in the right knee. So if you feel like you came out, bend a little deeper, exhale. Cartwheel the hands all the way down to frame the foot and come to your left toes. Pause. Now you can take the right foot back into plank, or you could move right into side plank. So take the right foot back, stack it on the left, opening up, or just pause in your plank. Your choice. Breathe into your side plank if that's where you are. And then exhale, come back to plank. If you're still in plank, take a nice deep breath in and be really happy that you held it that long. And choose to lower down and rinse this off. So whether your knees come down first or not, you breathe down to the earth, exhaling the whole way. Inhaling for Cobra, or maybe you have the energy to push up into Up Dog. Exhale, let that go. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward Facing Dog. Isn't that a great sound? Downward Facing Dog. It's like you've come home again. Maybe Downward Facing Dog is your happy thought. Take a nice deep breath in, sigh it all out. Feel the grounding come into through your hands and your feet. But there's a lightness that's lifting your hips and clearing your thoughts so you can come back to your happy thought. Take a full breath in as you sweep the left leg out behind you. Really press through the heel. On your exhale, bring that foot forward, planted by your left hand. Gently take the right knee down. Follow your breath as you slowly rise up for Anjaneyasana, sweeping those arms back, opening up through the heart. Exhaling, bring those hands right back down. Come off the right knee, pause. Inhaling again, sweep up high for crescent. Feel the height you get just from coming off that right knee. Swivel the back foot down, open up into Warrior Two. Pause and breathe. Release the shoulders. Get grounded. Staying strong in your Warrior. Flip that left hand, take a nice big breath in as you sweep up. Stay bent in that left knee though, don't come out. Pause and breathe. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to frame the foot. Come to the right toes and pause. So you can step the left foot back into plank and just hold it here. You could step the left foot back and come into side plank. So you stack that left one on top of the right and you roll open and pretend that there's a belt strapped around your hips helping to lift them. No sagging. Take a full breath in, drawing the heart up and open, and a full breath out. One more breath in. Exhale that left hand down. If you're still in plank, smile. Maybe plank's your happy thought. Actually, I love core work, don't you? Take a nice deep breath in, rinse it off or skip it all together and go back to Downward Facing Dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Everybody bring your toes to touch. Open up your knees wide, sit your hips back. Let's find a child's pose. Here in your child's pose, where you're quiet once again, you can start to hear your breath and focus on where you are, right here, right now. Not worried about what needs to happen, what should have happened, what will happen. You're here, focused on your breath, anchored on your mat, absorbing the energy that not only comes up from the earth, but comes out from your heart. Feel that energy move through you with each breath. Take another full breath in and another full breath out. Maybe child's pose is your happy thought. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then nice and slow, make your way back into Downward Facing Dog. Once again, pedal out your feet. Find the flexibility. And the lengthening that you can get just by breathing into all your muscles, pressing your thigh bones to the back wall, spreading all 10 fingers nice and wide. Take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, lower down to each forearm, coming back into dolphin. Walk your feet in a step if that feels better. Take a full breath in as you sweep that right leg out behind you. Exhale, bring the foot down. Inhale, take the left foot out behind you. Exhale, bring it down. So keep walking your feet in just a little bit more and a little bit more. You're still on your forearms. Your head is off the ground. Now take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to do a couple of kicks here. It's just to get the heart pumping and get the blood moving. This will create a little bit of heat. Pull in through your core. And then when you're ready, start to kick up nice and slow. So the right leg goes up and you're actually pushing off that left foot. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out with each push, with each kick. After you've done 3 or 4 on the right, bring the foot down, extend the left leg and pause, and then do 3 or 4 on the other side. Take a full breath in and a full breath out with each movement. And then you can walk your feet back out, come back up to your hands, and get back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale that right leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, plant it by your thumb. Big breath in, sweep up strong. Let the legs do the work and give your upper body a rest for a moment. Take a full breath in, open up into Warrior 2, readjust your feet, let your shoulders release, and then flip that right hand. Inhale, reach high for Peaceful Warrior, and exhale right into side angle. Now your hand can rest, your right elbow can rest on your knee, or it can make it down to the floor. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. As you pause in your side angle, really press out through the outside edge of that back foot. And then from here, we're going to straighten the right leg and come on into triangle. Shift the hips back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then rebend the right knee. Come back up to Warrior 2. Flip the hand, follow the breath up. Exhale, come right back into side angle. Oh yeah, I'm sore. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Straighten the right leg, come into triangle. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Rebend the knee, come back to Warrior 2. Flip the right hand, sweep up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Come to the left toes and pause. You can kick back into side plank here, taking that right foot all the way to the back edge, stacking the right foot on top of the left, or just pause in your plank, take a couple of breaths there, and then you decide if you want to lower down and rinse that all off. Either way, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pause and breathe. With your next breath, sweep that left leg out long behind you. On the exhale, bring the foot forward, plant it by your thumb. Take a full breath in as you sweep up into crescent. Pause and breathe, and then swivel that back foot down, opening up into Warrior 2. Take a full breath in, open up the left hand, reach it up nice and high for Peaceful Warrior. Exhaling, come into side angle, right hand goes high. Stay light on that left thigh with that left elbow, or let the fingertips come to the earth. Pause and breathe here. Take a full breath in as you straighten the left leg, coming into triangle. Keep opening up through the midsection, letting the heart shine forward. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Rebend the knee, come back into your side angle. Full breath in, full breath out. Keep pressing out on the outside edge of that right foot, and then again with your next breath, straighten that left leg, come back into triangle. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then with your next breath, rebend the left knee, come back into your Warrior 2. Flip the left hand, inhale, sweep it up nice and high. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Come to the right toes and pause. So you can stay here and move back into plank and take several breaths there, Or you can swivel to the outside edge of the right foot and take that left foot back to stack it on top of the right. Side plank, breathing open, breathing up. Let your heart shine. Keep lifting through the hips. Don't let them sag. Take another full breath in and then close it down. Come back to plank. And if you stayed in plank, good job. Lower all the way down. Rinse it off any way you'd like. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in as you pedal out your feet. Again, creating some space. Just a little bit of movement so then you can settle into your downward facing dog and pause. Inhale up to your toes. Exhale, look forward. Walk, step, or bring your feet up right in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise high to stand, and from standing, take a little bit of a back bend here. Sweep the arms back, lean back, and then straighten up and bring your hands right back into your heart space. So you're getting a little bit of a back bend here. You're opening up across your heart. Keep pulling into the low belly to keep you strong. That also protects your low back. And then stay grounded through your feet as you feel that energy come right up both legs. Take a nice deep breath. In and a full exhale out. Come back to your happy thought. Maybe standing still and doing nothing is your happy thought. There's nothing wrong with that. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Okay, we're going to come into tree. So standing strong in your feet, start to shift the weight into your left foot. And then you're going to bring that right knee up in front of you. Keep the foot flexed. Place it either on the shin or reach down and pull it up into your inner thigh. Now, if you're near a wall and you prefer to hang onto a wall for better balance, that's fine. You can do that. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keep pulling into the low belly. See how tall I got by doing that? Sweep the hands up nice and high. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Interlace your fingers except for your pointer finger and start to hinge toward that bent leg. Nice and slow. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Oh, see how hard that is? Balancing is kind of a pain. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bring your hands back to your heart. Take the knee out in front of you, and we're going to hinge forward into Warrior 3 with hands at heart. Push that right foot out long behind you. If you watched my 12-minute mini, you know you can keep your toes on the ground or use the wall. Your choice. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out, and then let your hands come down to the ground. Sweep that right heel up nice and high for a standing split, and bring your feet to meet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up strong to stand, reach up high. Exhale your hands back to your heart space and pause. And maybe you'd like to close your eyes as you're standing in Tadasana for a minute, or just gaze down the tip of your nose. It's a great opportunity to come back into your breath. Staying focused right where you are in this moment, inhaling and exhaling. Maybe your breath is your happy thought. It's a very powerful tool, you know. And as long as we continue to work on it and cultivate it, it can ground us. It can take us very deep inside. But it also fuels us so we can get through a yoga pose or deal with crisis. Breath is a very, very powerful tool. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. If your eyes were gently closed or shut, slowly open them. Let your shoulders release. Feel a lift come into the crown of your head. Nice and tall, nice and straight spine. And then we'll come into this on the other side. So keeping your hands at your heart space or on your hips for a moment. Ground into your right foot. Lift the left knee in front of you with the foot flexed. Open up the knee toward the left. Place the sole of the foot either on the calf or draw it up into the inner thigh. But keep breathing into center. So if you feel like you're shifting out of alignment, bring that right hip back in to stay stacked over the right ankle. With your next breath, inhale, reach the hands high. Lifting up to grow your tree. Move nice and slow. Bringing your hands to touch. Interlace the fingers. Start to hinge over toward the left side. Yes, you may fall out. It's perfectly fine. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come on back to center. Nice and slow. Bring your hands into your heart space. And then bring that left knee forward once again. Take a full breath in, and on your exhale, hinge the heart forward, press the left heel to the back wall. And you can certainly adjust yourself where you're near a wall. Take a nice deep breath in, your warrior three, with your hands at your heart, and a nice deep breath out. And then with your next breath, let the hands come to the earth. Lift the left heel nice and high for a standing split. Full breath in, opening up, and then exhale, let the feet meet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. This time, open up the feet so they're at the edges of the mat. Bring your hands to opposite elbows and just allow yourself to release by swaying right to left. Staying grounded through your feet, but releasing tension in your low back. And let your head release too, so there's no tension in your neck. Pause and breathe right here. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bring your hands back down to the earth with your next breath. Toe heel your feet back in underneath your hip points. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Toe heel your feet apart once again, opening up the toes toward 10 and 2 o'clock. And then take your hips down for Malasana. Oh, stretching out those inner thighs. And the soles of your feet may stay connected, or maybe you come up to your toes, but really you're going to work at getting your heels down. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. I am really stiff today. One more breath in, one more breath out. Bring your hands down, come to a seat. Tuck your toes behind you so you're on your toes. See, like this? Yeah, it's a toe stretch. We've done footwork before. It's not fun. I'm going to guess that toe work is not many people's happy thoughts. But it's really good for your feet. So if you're stretching out your Achilles, giving your toes a little bit of a wiggle, take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just sit here for a minute and let those feet stretch. You'll be okay. One more breath in, one more breath out. Okay, we're going to work on side bodies a little bit here. So untuck your toes. Stay on your knees. If you need a blanket to cushion them or you want to roll your mat up, that's fine. Take a nice deep breath in. Knees are directly underneath your hip points, stacked over under your shoulders. Take a full breath in, sweep up, and then exhale your hands right back to your heart space. Take your left foot out to the side, toes pointed forward. Nice straight leg here. Inhale, sweep up. And then we're going to lean to the right. Let the right fingertips come right down to the earth. Let the left hand go over. It's almost like a modified side plank, isn't it? Oh, that's amazing. Take a full breath in. Come back up. Use your core. Let the left hand slide down the left leg. Right hand goes right over toward the left wall. Keep opening up. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come on back up. Sweep to center. Let the right hand go down one more time. Use your core. Palm down on that left hand facing the earth. Take a full breath in. Sweep back up nice and slow. Go one more time to the other side. This is actually gate pose. And then come back up. Hands to your heart. Bring that left knee in. Pause. Sweep up. Take a little bitty back bend here. You've got your feet up behind you. You're fine. You're not going to roll back. Push your hips forward. Lift the heart. Take a full breath in. Nice and slow. Come back up. You have to move slowly through those poses so you don't tweak your back. I've done it. It doesn't feel good. Take your right leg out long. Toes point forward. Take a full breath in as you sweep the arms up. And then exhale, left hand to the earth. Right hand goes over. Keep drawing the right shoulder back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, come back up. Use your core. Let the right hand glide down that right leg. Left hand goes over. It's a big stretch. Take a full breath in. One more time each side. Go nice and slow. Full breath in. Use the core. Let it bring you up. Last time toward the right. Let that left hand face down. Take a full breath in Come on back up, hands to heart. Bring that knee back in. Big breath in as you sweep up. Again, you can take a little bitty back bend. If you want to take your hands to where your back pockets would be, you can do that. Helping to support your low back. Hips staying forward, lifting through the heart. Take a full breath in and come back to center. Awesome. How we doing? How's your happy thoughts? What are they? Oh, take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, I'm glad you're back, Cindy. One more breath in. One more breath out. We're going to take this right back down to where we started. So now that we're on our seats, take your legs out long in front of you once again. Take a full breath in, sitting nice and tall. Sweep the arms up and then hinge forward nice and slow. Don't force yourself to fold more than your body will let you. Be okay right where you are. Learn to embrace your own body's perfections or imperfections. We can only do what our bones and muscles and tendons will allow us to do. I'm never going to get my head to my knees. Some people may never touch their toes. But we can breathe and we can lift to the heart and we can let our shoulders soften. And we can remember that it's all about the breath. So this is a very good forward fold. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. Nice and slow, walk your hands back up. Bend the knees, hands out in front of you, start to lower. Oh, pause there. We're going back to boat. Nope, you're not going all the way down. So lift your feet up. Hands can stay behind the knees, or you can bring your hands down to the earth. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Flex your feet. One more breath in, one more breath out. Lower down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come back up. Pause. Bring the feet down to the earth. Turn your fingers toward your tush. And then with a nice deep breath in, lift up through the hips. Reverse tabletop. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let your hips come back down one more time in boat. If you want to straighten your legs, you can try that. You could try lifting up your arms. Takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort. Keep focusing on your core and your breath. Don't hold your breath. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then bring the feet back down to the earth. Come to sit, Sukhasana. Cross your legs, nice and tall again. Big breath in, sweep up. We'll twist to the left, right hand outside the right knee. With each inhale, can you feel your spine get a little bit longer? Breathing right into the crown of your head, but also breathing right into your sit bones. Stay grounded. One more breath in, and then out. Come back to center, hands go high. Big breath in, exhale the other side. The sun's still shining and the sky is blue from my window. That's my happy thought today. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart space. Take your soles of your feet together. Now, I know Rachel was working on this yesterday in her Align class, so you can judge where you need to place your feet by what you feel in your inner thighs and your hips. Your feet can be further away from your pelvis, or you could draw them in. Either way, I want you to sit nice and tall, no rounding. So sit tall, let your elbows rest on your inner knees. It's also called butterfly pose. Supta Baddha Konasana if you're into the Sanskrit. But stay tall. Breathe in deep. Allow those hip flexors. You can even give your knees a little bit of a flutter, you know, that butterfly flap. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. Don't overextend though. We don't want to overstretch those inner thigh muscles. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And then bring your hands outside your knees, close them up. Take your legs back out long, hands out in front of you, flex your feet, push to the heels, and nice and slow, let's lower down. You know that little Frankenstein move we do? So pull in through your low belly, Keep reaching forward for your toes, pressing out through the heels. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Hover until you shake like a chihuahua. Oh, maybe chihuahuas are your happy thoughts. Our neighbors next door got a St. Bernard puppy. I'm telling you, the cutest thing I've ever seen. Puppies are definitely happy thoughts. Are you flat on the ground now? Take a nice deep breath in. Sweep the arms up overhead. Stretch. Make some circles at your wrist joints and at your ankle joints. Be happy. You're back on your mat. Bring your arms down by your side. Bend your knees. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're going to come into bridge pose. So push down through your heels. Lift up those hips. Keep drawing your knees in together like you're squeezing a block. Pull into the low belly. Just opening up the entire front side of your body, allowing yourself to be vulnerable for just a few breaths. Breathing deeply, you're okay. Soften your face. It's all good. Your arms could have stayed by your side, or maybe you've started to walk them in underneath you, interlacing your fingers beneath your low back. Again, it's where your body will let you go. So just experiment with your breath. If the breath is still fluid, taking those nice full inhales and full exhales, keep going. You got it. You'll know when to stop. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Come to your toes. Bring your arms up overhead. Nice and slow. Lower yourself back to the earth, one vertebrae at a time. When your hips meet the mat, bring your heels back down and bring your arms back down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. On your next breath in, push down through your heels, lift up through the hips. We're taking one more bridge. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So from here in your bridge, whether you've worked your arms underneath you to interlace your fingers beneath your low back or not, you could start to straighten that right leg and push the heel right up toward the ceiling. Feeling that leg lift will help lift the hips. Take a big breath in. You can bring that right foot down. And then nice and slow, start to extend the left leg up, pushing out through the heels, stretching up, lifting. You can feel it through your hips. Let your core stay active and strong. Exhale, bring that foot down. Or you could have just stayed in bridge this whole time and breathed into it deeply, securely. One more breath in, one more breath out. Come to your toes, reach your arms overhead, nice and slow. Lower yourself back down to the mat. Believe it or not, core work is a happy thought. I love it because I love to eat and I have to do something to counter that. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Draw your knees back into your chest one at a time. Roll right to left and then pause. Push both heels back up toward the ceiling like we started class. Stretching out the back sides of your legs. You may find that your legs are a little bit straighter now, or you still have that bend behind your knees. There's no right or wrong. Just keep breathing nice and slow. Settling back in to how the back side of your body connects to the mat. And then really slow once again. Bring each knee back in, giving yourself another hug. Do you find that when you hug yourself that your face softens? Can you feel your own internal love radiate throughout your body? I know we're all missing hugging people. I don't believe for a minute that people are not missing the physical touch. So this is your opportunity to give yourself a hug. And if it seems strange, well, pretend you're sending that hug out to somebody else. Maybe that's your happy thought, hugging people. That's a very, very beautiful happy thought. Separate your feet, your knees, bring your hands down to the outside edges of your feet. Come into happy baby. Drawing your knees down, but remember your spine connected to the earth all the way down through your tailbone. Again, you can rock here right to left. Chest, extend the right leg long, keep the foot flexed. Keeping that left knee hugged in. Take your right hand to the outside of the knee, draw it across your body. Open up that left hand palm down. You can keep that right hand right on top of the knee. And you can look over the left shoulder as well. Breathe. You're releasing tension. You're giving your internal organs their own little hug. Twisting is so healthy for you. It's such a great detox. Take another breath in and another breath out. And then nice and slowly roll back onto your back, giving yourself another squeeze. Keep that right leg hugged in. Extend the left leg long, flex the foot. Taking the left hand to the outside of the right knee, draw it across your body. Open up that right hand, palm down on the mat. Look over the right shoulder. Taking a couple, 3 breaths into this side of the body. Twisting out your internal organs. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then when you're ready, come flat back onto your back. Maybe you bring the knees in for one last hug, rocking and rolling right to left. As we settle in for Shavasana, I want you to see if there's something you can use to cover your eyes. It just helps facilitate the process. Being in darkness is soothing in order to tell your body it's time to let go. And you can also either bend your knees over blankets or pillows, or you can keep your legs nice and straight and go into traditional Savasana. So take your right foot to the right corner, your left foot to the left corner. Ground your heels, let the feet open. So there's no muscular engagement, there's no tension. Just allow yourself to let go and let the mat and the earth hold you. Open up your arms away from your side bodies, palms up. Move your head from right to left until you find that place where it just naturally settles onto the occiput, and then drop your chin just a little bit. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Soften your eyes. Be sure they're covered. And when it's time to come out of Shavasana, I'll ring my chimes so you know. I'll be right here with you the whole time, so take a full breath in. I'm guessing Shavasana is a happy thought for many of you. You know it is for me. One more breath in. Let go. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Bring a little movement into your fingers and your toes. And then nice and slow, you could draw your knees back in and up, wrapping your arms around yourself and rolling to the right side. Pause there as you bring yourself back into this moment. And then when you're ready, use your hands and push yourself up to a seat. Again, sitting tall, feeling the body just ebb and flow with each breath you take in and out. And maybe that brings you back to your happy thought. Maybe you'll see things with fresh eyes. Maybe that sunshine will warm your heart. Regardless of whether or not we have the sunshine to take care of us and to bring us those happy thoughts, you always have your breath to come back to. So work on that. It's the greatest tool you can create on your mat in order to take off your mat. So together, let's take a full breath in and lift our arms up. And as they touch, exhale, bring them back into your heart, resting your thumbs right on your chest. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. The light and truth in me sees that in each of you. Grateful for your time and attention, your dedication to balance, to us as instructors, to your teachers. We miss and love you all. And you know, if ever you're so inclined to hop over to the Mind Body site, you can pick up an $8 virtual class pass or a $25 virtual offering pass. Whatever works. We're in this together. And together we say, Namaste.